want supercharged productivity, the most powerful pre-made nootropic stack on the planet, get the Cortex stack at livecortex.com. We made this stack for people that want to be productive, people that want verbal fluency, people that want motivation and drive, and people that just want to get stuff done. $31 right now at livecortex.com. If you need my help on custom stack formulation to help you to get the most surgical results from nootropics, we have 3 different consulting packages which you can find at livecortex.com. And if you're a man and need to raise testosterone, get your libido back, get your sex drive back, get your masculinity, get your confidence back, we've got the most powerful testosterone raising protocol on the web. If you want the most information-dense, stack-filled, exciting Nootropics course that'll really allow you to ascend to higher echelons to the master class and take a Nootropics, get the Nootropics Masterclass live now at livecortex.com. And all of these products, to include our digital books and courses on nootropics and biohacking, you can find at the homepage at livecortex.com. Be productive, get supercharged, get stuff done. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan. Thanks for sticking with me through the promotion. Remember, the Nootropics Masterclass is officially launched. I mean, it's the best product we've ever launched, besides Cortex, of course. It is certainly the most information-dense product, a video module course of me teaching you really how to take your nootropics game to the master class, to the expert level. The reviews are sick. People are like, look, you know, I used the stack formulation methodology and fixed the stack that I gave up on, or fixed a stack that I just wasn't getting consistent results on, and now I am, and my brain's functioning good. Nootropics Masterclass, buy it at livecortex.com. You're going to be happy with the results. So I want to talk about basically somebody who employed a strategy that we talked about recently. Instead of taking a nootropic for an acute effect, like at 3 p.m. I'm going to take some aniracetam and choline source, this person added their nootropic strategy that they usually take into their morning supplement regimen, and finally got the best results. So I want to explain to you kind of what the results were, because they're really important. It's different than the acute effect of a nootropic. And then I want to explain kind of what the person is taking. So they're taking aniracetam at 400 milligrams, oxiracetam at 400 milligrams, Noopept at 5 milligrams. That's their stack. And that's a stack that the guy normally takes just like, to get brain performance at 3-4 p.m. And, it works well, but it's inconsistent. What he started doing was he started taking those 3 chemicals in with a choline bitartrate supplement of 300 milligrams, a multivitamin, a B complex, 20 KIU vitamin D, which is actually a great number. If people think that's too high, it's definitely not. I think that the study on it is the highest tolerable amount is 60 KIU a day. Once you get above that, then your numbers shoot past like 100 something nanograms per deciliter. Then that's when problems arise. But before that is good. Also optimal for testosterone in that range. And that's basically it. So you got a multivitamin, B complex, vitamin D, and then a supplement with choline bitartrate in it. Aniracetam at 400 milligrams, oxiracetam at 400 milligrams, and then Noopept at 5 milligrams. What the dude noticed is that, first of all, it was a different effect than the acute effect of the nootropic onsetting in like 20-30 minutes and then being like, oh, I'm like amped up on this nootropic, it's time to work, and then it wears off in 2 hours. Instead, the guy said he had a generally improved memory, generally improved processing speed, a little bit more verbal fluency, and some good focus that lasted into the afternoon from the morning. He took it at like 9 a.m. What does this tell us? What this tells us is that you can use nootropics in a variety of different ways than people typically suggest, right? People typically suggest acute effect, take the nootropic stack for the next 2 to 5 hours. You've got, whatever performance effect, and you're not taking it with anything else. What this is telling us is that this person did a really smart thing and took it with his supplement regimen, which critically has a lot of cofactors in it. A lot of cofactors. Multivitamins for sure, minerals for sure, vitamin D probably to an extent, but the B complex is like super critical, especially when taking it with racetams in this particular situation. And the dude got just about 5 hours of less than the acute effect brain performance from, those nootropic compounds stacked together, but a more balanced, sustainable, general brain enhancement over the course of about 5 hours. Took it at 9 in the morning and, somewhere around 1 o'clock or something, it's sort of started to wear down, but you got a lot of stuff done that day. So look, I mean, one of the things that we talked about recently with aniracetam is if you're going to take it daily, one of the best strategies to do that is to just take it in your supplement regimen. So you got a bunch of supplements in the morning, whether you have an amino acid supplement, a B complex, vitamin D, multivitamin, some choline bitartrate, and then you take the aniracetam with that supplement regimen. It does seem to be the case that once you have a bunch of supporting cofactors that are working on neurotransmitter signaling and just sort of general energy, I mean, you got magnesium and calcium here. They help with cholinergic signaling and bumping up the effects of cholinergic nootropic compounds. You tend to get a more synthesized, balanced effect. There are some days where I do that too. Some days I just can't because at 7 p.m. I got some stuff to do and it's random and surprise. I'm like, oh crap, I have something to do. Brain's not working particularly great. Don't want to drink coffee because I won't sleep well. I take a nootropic stack and that's it. But on other days, I actually do formulate my stacks in with my supplement regimen, which is kind of similar to this. I mean, I take an amino acid supplement, has some choline bitartrate, has tyrosine, has phenylalanine. I take a multivitamin, I also take a B complex, and I take vitamin D. It's almost like exactly what this is. And on those days, yeah, it's different than the acute effect, but I just have a generally more on-point brain, and seemingly for a sustainable period of time. Okay, so I hope that example, teaches you some stuff, and it makes sense. Ryan at livecortex.com if you want to email me your stuff. I'd love to talk about it on the air. Thanks so much for the email. Jordan. Guys, remember, the Nootropics Masterclass has just launched. If you want distinctions that teach you how to use nootropics at the Masterclass, at the end of it, we've got 10 Masterclass stacks. I mean, these are really, really powerful, well put together stacks. But throughout, there's so many nootropic stacks that we explain why the stack is put together so that you can understand how I formulate stacks. If you want to formulate stacks like me, and I got to tell you, man, I very rarely don't get results when taking nootropics. There might be, I don't know, over the course of a month, 1 or 2 times where I try an experimental stack, and before I've narrowed it down, it's just not perfect, but usually they're just awesome because I know what works and I have a stack methodology. You can get that in the Nootropics Masterclass. It's a video course of me teaching you everything. Get that at livecortex.com. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you next time. And all of these products, to include our digital books and courses on nootropics and biohacking, you can find at the homepage at livecortex.com. Be productive, get supercharged, get stuff done.